What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here, and what is this? This is Battlefield 4 on the BriarRabbit channel. What kind of chaos is going on right now? I booted up the game today. I figured it had had long enough to get patched, and I figured I'd give it a shot. When I first started playing the game, right at the launch of the PlayStation 4, it just wasn't that reliable. I enjoyed the game. The game looked great, but it crashed on me. There were all sorts of connection issues, so I figured I'd boot it back up, see how far they've progressed in that area, and I've been playing it all day, really enjoying it, haven't run into any issues whatsoever. Been playing mostly Team Deathmatch, which I hear is kind of the most reliable way to play it. It's when you get into the bigger maps with more of the dynamic map stuff happening that you really see the crashes, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Now, I'm really a beginner at Battlefield 4. My roots are really Call of Duty. I did play a little bit of Battlefield 3, but I never really liked it. There was something about there was some kind of lag system in the controls that just never felt good to me. So I just ditched it fairly quickly. I did play a little Battlefield 2 on the PC way back in the day, and I liked that game too, but once I kind of fell into the COD gaming scene, I really enjoyed that, and I did not know that was going to happen. I went to aim in on those guys, and the sniper just kind of like spread out those legs, and I had no idea that was going to happen. That is part of being a beginner at a game, though, is you're kind of still learning everything. You're getting new ideas and really testing stuff out, and I gotta say, I'm really enjoying the game. It is definitely a very different game than Call of Duty. It's a much slower paced game with much bigger maps. You gotta be really careful about where you're going and what the sight lines are, and since I'm really new to the game, I don't know those sight lines yet, so you'll see that while I'm playing, I'll just kind of wander out into the middle of nowhere and just get smoked. But hey, that's how you learn the game, right? Is you become a baby buffalo for a while, and then as you get better at it, you become one of the guys killing the baby buffalo. That's what happened with me for Call of Duty. I remember when I first started playing Call of Duty, I was awful. I couldn't understand how people could be so good, and as I got better, I kind of understood it, and I'm sure that's the same thing that happens with Battlefield 4. So I definitely cherry-picked some of the better moments out of a couple of gameplays here. My kill-death ratio is not spectacular in Battlefield 4. A lot of that has to do with me kind of just not knowing how to play the game. The assault rifles, like I mentioned before, do not suit me at all. I just feel so slow with them. I'm used to that Call of Duty like side strafing with Stalker on, and Battlefield 4, it's a much slower game. You really have to be careful about your movements in a much more deliberate way. So I do enjoy it. I'm having a good time with it. I'm learning kind of the systems, but there's still some systems in this game that are completely bizarre to me. Like the fact that I can't change my loadout between matches, that seems weird. I have to be in the lobby, or I have to be in a game to actually change my loadout. Seems a little backward to me, because that's just a player who is in the lobby but not actually playing the game, and it just seems a little odd to me. I would like it if they changed that. I don't think they will for Battlefield 4. I'm sure it's a pretty deep subsystem at this point. But I also am liking the sniper. I like the pistols. The pistols are actually quickly becoming my favorite guns in Battlefield 4, and that was surprising to me, right? I was shocked by how much I like running around with the sniper and the pistol, because in Call of Duty, I'm not interested in that much at all. I used to like running around with just a pistol, but snipers really don't hold a whole lot of draw for me. In this game, they're actually really fun to use. There's a lot more skill to them. You can't really quick scope like you can in Black Ops 2. I'm sorry, in Call of Duty. But, it's an awful lot of fun, and I really like being able to kind of like one-shot somebody with a sniper rifle, and if I don't finish them off, I can kind of follow up with the handgun. And if I'm quick on that trigger and fairly accurate, I'm actually fairly successful. You'll see me do that right here. I'm not even sure if I hit that guy when he was running into this room, but you can see I cleaned it up with the pistol. And that's kind of fun to me, but I'm still learning kind of like, how to unlock stuff. It just seems a little obtuse coming from the Call of Duty world, where that stuff is, very easy to understand. It seems like it's happening really slow, and you don't necessarily get told what's happening all the time. So, it's a learning experience, like I said before. But I am enjoying my time with Battlefield 4 right now. It does seem to be a lot more stable. The matchmaking works better than it used to, and the game doesn't just randomly crash as much as it used to. You can see there, I killed that guy, but I'm just not used to having that little readout at the bottom of the screen, so I was focused so much on him that I didn't even realize that he was dead. It's just, you know, these small differences actually make a big difference when you're playing the game. You know, you can, the hit marker difference, you know, whether you're hitting somebody or not, it's just a little bit different between Call of Duty and Black Ops, or between Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty. But it's enough that it kind of throws you off just a little bit and you're not real sure exactly what's happening. So, again, it's just about getting used to it, kind of learning the systems, and so far it's going pretty well. I'm definitely learning. I'm not nearly as good as I am at Call of Duty, but I see that the potential is there, and I see that there is a vast amount of learning and kind of just getting used to it, and that's kind of what I like out of multiplayer games. You know, I like a big skill gap in a multiplayer game, and I like it when things feel fair, and right now Battlefield 4 feels fair to me. When I die, I feel like I deserve to die, and when I kill somebody, I feel like I deserve to kill that guy, with the exception of this guy who just happens to try and catch one of my bullets with his head while running. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video, and hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.